All right, guys, welcome back to Vaughn and Ruby Reacts, and this is The Last Resort, episode 4. Let's get into it. We're not going to tear it. We breezing and running through them.
Y'all know how we do.
You know how we do it. Let's jump into it, guys. All right, Natalie and Josh. So Josh is saying this whole thing with Natalie is blown out of proportion. And that's why coming to therapy was important, because of the way that Natalie responds and always explode. He's trying to come from that. Her reactions are too extreme. I'm going to have to agree with him. At least he making sense about that part. I do believe that the thing with Sophie was blown out of proportion. I mean, tell us what he actually said, girl. Like, for real. Don't over-exaggerate it. Binyam is walking Julia over to speak with Natalie, who's outside crying. And she like, girl, I'm not the enemy. Tell me what's going on, what's wrong. I saw the text messages. She was like, girl, what did they say? And she was like, girl, when he was talking to her, all I'm going to say is figure out if this is the guy you want or not. Other than that, like, what are you going to do? And she was like, I'm ready to go home. You want to talk to Josh? She was like, no, I'm out of here. All right, girl, you sure you're going to be all right going by yourself? Let me know. Natty like, girl, bitch, get out of my face. All of y'all go to hell. Pull off. And she really handled it like that. And then Julia goes back to Josh, who's sitting on the ground, and like, you all right? You okay? She leaving. What you gonna do? And he's like, well, I'm gonna go home with her. And she's like, well, you leaving tomorrow? And he was like, yeah. And she was like, no, let her go by herself. Which I thought was dumb. He listens to her and go back in with her. I think that's crazy, because if you definitely only have one day left, go work it out with your girl tonight before everybody get home. Even though you got your separate room or area, go work it out with your girlfriend, and have that solved. Don't spend your day leaving tomorrow doing it. Where you at?
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. That should have been his first and foremost priority, but it wasn't. She brought him back up in there like this was about to be a party.
Yeah.
Now that she was gone, you know.
Like, it's like, what are you saying? When you stay back? You and your girl had a fight, and you with these couples, and it's just you. Who are you there waiting for?
Mm-hmm.
Your day over too now.
Yes.
So Josh tell production, look, I needed my own room last night. I needed to get my head straight before I leave. I'm not trying to stay in the same room with her. So the next day he go to meet with her and talk with her outside. And she's like, look, you just a whore. You a low-key whore. You a low-class whore. And he like, girl, peace. I'm out. I ain't got time, girl. Just go apologize to the people because you was wrong. And that's it.
And I'm out. Mm-hmm.
So then production come over to speak with Natalie, well, the therapist, and they discuss things she went through when she was young, like always being bullied by the kids, a girl putting gum in her hair to the point to where she had to chop it off, so it makes her relationships with women hard. I felt for her there. I understood her. He wants her to tell that to Josh and also kind of relate to the group that and apologize. But he could see where her past trauma caused her to be more worried about being in a fight with Natalie than dealing with her relationship with Josh. This is where she cried and realized she needed to work on loving herself more, deciding if she want to go forward with this. Where you at?
I mean, I feel like she did good by contacting the therapist so they could have a talk. She does need, someone to talk to. She does, like a, real licensed therapist. She needs someone to talk to. And that was a good thing that she did that, so she can get some rooted things,
Because Josh was like, she needs to learn how to be normal. She needs to learn how to act around people and be in a social setting. She's kind of awkwardly weird, standoffish, like, but it makes sense now,
Yeah, she's not a bad person. She has a good heart.
But why when she said she was going back, she would apologize, but she ain't really care what they thought. Which I get. She probably never trust women and be that way, or maybe it's a bit of acting, but it made her look bad.
Yeah, it's making her look bad. It's making her come off like she wants to be evil, about it.
Right. So. Y'all let us know how y'all feel in the comments. Next, Robin Sophie. So for group therapy, the object of the game is to Find out with a paintbrush where your partner's spot is. And then once you figure it out, mark it with some candy sauce. But what they don't know is that at the end of the game, they got to get the candy sauce off with their mouth. So Sophie marks her X on Rob's nips and on his foot. And
on his toe.
Yeah, on his toe. And when she finds out what she has to do, she's like, I'm not sucking his toe. I'm not sucking his nip. They looking at me. We got to do it in front of people. While it may be cultural, she's still like, ew, I'm a hide. Oh, but after saying that, when the therapist comes over, she's like, I don't get his nipple, but you're a man. So is it grossed out by men? You only like women? It definitely was given she was never intimate with Rob in any way. Guys got to remember
that
like
strange.
After 3 days after getting married, she moved over to Texas, and they was never together in bed.
Mm-hmm.
It was, if you did it before too many times or a bunch of times, it would have been nothing to do that.
Right.
Don't put it on Jasmine and Gino, and you don't want to look like you making porn like them.
Mm-hmm.
You could have just did this, but you said, ew, it's a man. Why you even said that?
Right.
What are y'all thinking? What does that make you think?
I don't know. That like this is like a fake ass relationship, and
Rob,
they go batting for the same team.
They are. I feel unhealthy. I feel unloved. I feel unappreciated. I feel rejected. I feel, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a little bit bothered by, like, a little bit.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But she sat up there and said he liked the tea. He liked to know what's going on. Things are better with us now that we made mess somewhere, which is her whole sole purpose is more investigating in the conjuring of Josh attacking her. Coming after her than it is to make a relationship work.
Yeah.
She more invested in that.
Yeah.
She repulsed by him, by Rob. And the only way a woman will be repulsed by you is if you are unattracted, you're gay, or she's gay, or both, or all three. I'm repulsed to find out that you was gay as my husband. I thought I might have a girl and maybe get a little bit of this on the side, but you ain't even into me, really.
Right.
Guys, so we get to the next part of the activity. And the question is, would you add a third person to the bedroom? So you got to go to these boards. Yes, maybe, or no. So everybody go to the perspective area for them. Rob go to yeah. Sophie go to yeah. Now Rob is shocked, but he say he only shocked because how jealous Sophie is, so he can't believe she on the maybe board. Julia go over there too, but she claims she over there because Rob and Sophie are a boring couple, so she just gonna add herself on in. Now Brandon, he looking at this and he mad. He look pissed off that Julie even standing over there.
Right.
He like, what? I didn't think she would go over there. She said, you want me to be honest with you? What I'm going to do, lie? I'm going to tell the truth. But it's like how he finding out how she truly feel.
Yeah.
He like, I wouldn't go over there because I wouldn't want to hurt her feelings. But all guys got a fantasy of having two women in the bedroom or whatever like that. So instead of me lying, I'm going to just go join the yeah side, which is childish.
Yeah.
Because it's lying. You lying. Now I can't have no sympathy for you because you lying in general. Of course, you should be shocked that maybe she's standing over there. But you lying about how you truly feel this whole time. It's dumbness.
I agree.
Now, the therapist asked Brandon, how does he feel about Julia being over there? And he tells the therapist, well, she don't even want to have sex with me, so I don't even understand her being over there wanting to have sex. Where you at with this?
I don't know. I think he should have just been honest. You know, he's a guy. You kind of expect that from a guy. You know, but a chick, hey, she kept it more real.
She kept it real on TV.
But maybe, yeah, it was the wrong timing, you know, but she still kept it real.
What does it mean, her standing over there wanting to bring somebody in, but she don't even want to do it at all with him? Does that mean we can overlook that?
No, it's not that she don't want she don't want to do it with him. She just want to probably bring in some fun. You know, maybe she feel like it's not fun. Sex between them is boring right now, and she wants to add something to it.
So here's the,
and she think this might help.
But the problem is like, I don't want to learn with everybody else. You could have communicated that with me this whole time, and I wouldn't have even been in denial thinking we need therapy. You should have just said this.
Yeah.
You made more problems, make me question more. Is that really true? You can't tell me that the level of interest is there to that degree that you could bring somebody else in. You could simply say, I need to bring somebody else in. It's really boring. But you don't got no problem just walking right up to the stand on camera and on TV in front of people.
No problem. No hesitation.
Guys,
Right.
Next. So, Jasmine and Gino, of course, they are doing their part of the project and they marking each other's bodies. And it looks like porn to everybody else. It looks like they doing too much. But it looks like he's deep sea diving. They're doing a whole lot. I can't even deny it. While they having their makeout session, figuring out what needs to be done, Jasmine need to direct Gino more instead of, not allowing him to actually find the place for however long he could go. The therapist tell her direct him. So other than that, that's what they doing. So we're still in the same activity, and Jasmine and Gino go to the yes board for an extra person in the bedroom. She don't want him for nothing but that. And so the therapist help her clarify what it is that she's describing, which is you just want to go outside your relationship for a little something extra, but that's just all you want from him while you get the rest from Gino. And she was like, yeah, kind of like an open relationship. Now Gino like, what? Florian, like, only in America had he heard of this shit. He only hear this. You don't satisfy your wife, someone else will. He said, what the... And I believe him. America's corrupted compared to the other countries.
Oh, yes.
You'll be stoned.
For sure.
For thinking such of a thing. We know you were thinking it. To the stones. Out. You're like, oh my God. They don't care. Even if we got it wrong, we got it right. Because this shows the other people. We know. We can hear you thinking it. Sister Mary, don't. Don't speak it, don't say it, don't think it. I once heard someone was thrown out, proof or not. Right? Oh, y'all hold off. Y'all don't call me getting the email. I do my little acting. So that basically ends Jasmine and Gino, with Gino feeling like they're in a lot more trouble than he think they are in, considering what Jasmine want. But you don't want to hit it. So I just want to say next, but what do you have? You have anything on this couple? God, like this ain't, it can't be, it can't be real.
No.
You don't want to hit it, Gino. You're afraid of her in the bedroom because she probably be telling you what she needs you to do, how to feel, and you intimidated by it, makes you uncomfortable. You one of them guys that's better off with a virtual girlfriend than actual girlfriend because you weird and awkward and you don't know what to do. And you giggling and laughing. And that's just no place for a man. It don't work. It don't work. But she's picking guys like you so she could boss you around, splurge through your money when she really want an alpha male to come. Not you.
Down.
But she can't do and get away with, she getting away with and spend as much as she's spending without being corrected and checked and told to sit down. You can have luxury things, but you ain't gonna drain me back to work. So she wants you to be alpha, but then she wants you so she can get away with doing what she's doing. You aware of this, but go back on the sugar baby site because a real live girlfriend ain't for you. That's my take. Where you at?
It's weird.
Next, Ari and Benny. Now, Benny said last night, if he walked Ari in, she was going to give him the passwords. But like I said, go back to the last video. She was just using him, and here he was giving her way without making sure there was an even exchange.
That is.
She made promises to do, give you the passwords, but now she know she back to dangling. She would have walked in on her own, like I said. Give me the passwords, I'll go with you. Well, you ain't got what I want. And this is why, guys. She played him. You
messed up.
Ma'am, you thought it was all cool, huh? In your heart, you thought that here I am again overreacting. Thinking the worst.
No.
And it ain't gonna be like that.
No.
Now she claimed because she didn't remember. So now she playing with y'all. All of y'all that's on Irish side, now she playing with y'all because she said, I don't remember the passwords. Well, when the night was over and he wanted them the next morning, what was she saying to him? To have not given it to him yet? Because now he feel like I'm going to just go with the rest of the exercise and maybe she going to feel like I tried and she going to give me the password. So like I said from day one, go watch the video at the beginning of the last resort.
Yeah.
Because the therapist is not even going to get involved on this mind manipulation tactic. He's doing everything and he can't get the passwords. And she told y'all she didn't remember them. So what did she tell y'all the next day? That's on her side.
I would tell on her to the therapist.
The therapist said they don't give no damns already. Do what she said because it makes for great TV.
No, I would tell
you guys going back and forth about it. You looking like you're just a scumbag here for passwords. And we gonna ignore the controlling. It's gonna give us views. So whose best interest is this counseling therapy session for? That's why I wouldn't consider them real therapists, because they would have never allowed both of them to come to the table with somebody already in a position of having control over someone. And how they earn their income and how they have contacts. You know?
Right.
No way. Not allowing them to see their child. They the ones that's not fully all in. Give me everything that's owed to me that's mine. It's actually mine, though. It's mine.
Yeah.
I have rights to the child. I have rights to my social media sites. You should remove yourself as administrator on there or whatever you got going on. Because I know it's going to be crooked and she working on it right now.
Yep.
Like she could always go in the building and change the password because she's the administrator. As long as she show a picture of her ID verified under her, she's the owner of it. Here's the passwords.
Right.
Mean nothing to me if I want to shut it down because a girl's talking to you.
Right.
It's like the man wants you or he don't. Separate yourself from him. But don't be trying to control him and his things. That's like burning somebody's PlayStation and shoes and Jordans up unless they come home. How about you accept they don't want to and leave? You don't hostage somebody's things to get them to respond and react the way you want. If you come in a therapy, you can be like, I'll give you your Jordans back after therapy if I feel like you earned it. Really gave your all.
Yeah.
Really did the activities. You failed most of the activities. You was like, I didn't know I was under some contract with you. But it don't make me want to do it when I know you like, do it and then I'll do this.
Yeah,
she should have came in with, I don't have nothing of his. He here because he want to be here. Or he here for the check. We'll find that out at the end. That's about as real as I could be about seeing if this relationship could work or not. I'm not giving it a real chance. If I got his wallet and his ID and all that, and I'm making him go do more paperwork. Why don't you go do more paperwork and go through the steps? You're like, but I can't do a lot of things without my ID, my social, my card, my proof. As somebody that's not a resident here. Or I can't do a lot when it comes to income. I'm really not even good with the language to get hired. They don't think of that. Where you at?
Next.
So doing group therapy, Iris touching Biniam all over his personal spots to see what aroused him. She feel like she been with him many times, but he's like, they ain't been together in a year. None of this is doing nothing for him. She feel like he holding out and it is, and he just lying because she been with him, so she know. She started to tell us how she missed when he would dance in the shower. She just missed the afterwards of when they would be intimate. So we knowing she wanted this, but he ain't responding to the all the lessons.
Yeah.
So being basically just saying he ain't comfortable with Ari.
Yeah.
She trying to hit all his spots, mark all his spots, and he's not comfortable with her. and he ain't feeling it.
Nope.
And she just ain't believing it. I don't get this.
Yeah.
Where you at?
I think this is a dumb relationship. He should just run, and not try this. I think he's just doing this for a check, probably.
A check and to get his passwords.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely don't want to be with that girl. I think he really, really don't like this girl. Really don't like this girl. Especially the moves that she made. With his son, with the way he make his money. No, he don't like this girl. I think when they got together, his so-called spots that he had, that he don't have no more, that's not his spots, I think because she's so bossy, she made them his spots and he just agreed to it.
Right.
But they weren't really his spots.
Right.
So whenever he was done with her, got with other chicks, I think he learned his spots with them other chicks. And he's like, nah, it's not my spot. It's not my spot.
Yeah.
It's just, this relationship is sickening.
It's always slave master, plantation type.
Bossy and like just her way.
She getting away with it.
Yeah, her way.
I can't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, this was Finding Ruby Reacts. Tune in for the next episode of The Last Resort. And for a lot of them, it should be. Even trying to get a paycheck for it.
Yes.
We out. Peace.
Peace.